Hello everyone, Donald Osgood, independent write-in candidate for 1st Suffolk District Senate. And I just want to give you a quick intro into what you're about to watch. I had an opportunity to sit down with District Attorney candidate Rachael Rollins, who's also running for the District Attorney's office. So please enjoy this video. You can like, comment, and make sure you get out to vote September 4th. And we appreciate your vote. Why don't you tell me a little bit about why you're running, a little bit about who you are.
Sure. So Dan Conley, who is your Suffolk County District Attorney, and you guys all know Suffolk County is all of Boston, Chelsea, Winthrop, and Revere. He decided he's not seeking re-election after 16 years, and there are 5 Democratic candidates that are now running for that seat. There is also a 6th Republican that became unenrolled that's going to be waiting in the general election, November 6th. But the 5 of us on September 4th, remember, September 4th is the big day, the primary. Only one of the 5 of us get out. Why I believe I'm the most qualified candidate and why I'm running is there are horrible disparities in the criminal justice system, just like anywhere else, in education, in banking, in housing, where people of color, and I mean black and brown people when I say people of color, are overwhelmingly over-policed, over-prosecuted. We're given higher rates for banking. Our housing is not as available. There's not extremely low or low-income housing. Due to racism in the past with the GI Bill, our family members that fought for this country were not allowed to get housing, which is where the overwhelming majority of people my parents' age, my dad is Irish, my mom's from Barbados, my dad, through the GI Bill, got a home. He's a white Irish man. Some of my uncles that served this country didn't, and they're the same exact age. So what we have is disparities, and as a person of color, as a black woman, I want to be the face of this office. I also happen to be supremely qualified for the job. So the DA's office has 275 employees, $20 million budget, 34,000 cases a year. Anyone that's talking to you about wanting to run for this position, it's wonderful that they have hopes and dreams about what they're going to do. If you can't get those 275 employees in that office to do anything, it doesn't matter what you want to do as a leader. You need to have led large groups of people. You need to understand culture shifts. And as you mentioned, or you know certainly because you're running for this role, the legislature, the House of Representatives and the Senate in our state, they make the laws, and they just passed a massive criminal justice reform bill that the Governor Baker, just signed into law, and we need somebody who's going to be able to implement all of that. So I've been the head lawyer for Massport, the MBTA, and the Mass Department of Transportation. Combined, that's about 12,000 employees total, and so I've handled very large groups of employees, many of them lawyers. In my departments, I supervised over 150 people. And I have siblings that have cycled in and out of jail. So I feel like I have a really good understanding of these issues, but empathy and a heart that isn't going to look at every black or Latinx person that is in front of me as a defendant. You could be my brother, my neighbor, my sister. You could be a colleague. Our kids could run track together or play sports. And there are people in this race that only look at us as criminals.
See, and that's very important. And coming from the Senate side, as you said, we pass laws, but we bring the laws to the table, and the governor has to sign off on them. But these are things that the district attorney and the Senate can sit down and conversate about. Even though the reform, criminal justice reform, has been passed, there's still some things that could be tweaked a little bit that would actually benefit the communities of color all around the board. And as someone who understands and is also a man of color in the Senate, we'd be able to have a better understanding of what's going on. You can't expect someone from maybe Shrewsbury to really understand what's going on in the city of Boston or in the 1st Suffolk District if they only see what they see on the news, because there's some great people in the city of Boston. It's actually 1% of the young people that are out here doing violent crimes, right? But when you look at the news, you think that that's the total overall population. So that's one of the reasons that I want to be in the Senate seat, because I believe with the mindset that I have and with the relationships that I have throughout the city of Boston, I believe I'd be able to sway some of the decisions that have been made in the past. And we'd also be able to work on changing some of the laws that haven't really benefited our communities as well.
Totally.
Come out September 4th.
Write his name in. Check my box, Rachael Rollins.
Yes.
But get involved in the process, guys. It's really important. We just saw yesterday on the news that Commissioner Evans in Boston stepped down as the
Yes.
Boston Police Commissioner, and we now have a black police commissioner. But we all know, and this is not a statement about Chief Gross, but we all know that there are people that have melanin that aren't necessarily supportive of the causes that we believe in.
Right.
Clarence Thomas is a very nice example of that, right? But what we need is other people of power that are black or that are people of color that can be the check and balances in our system to make sure that our voices are heard. And
thank you again, Rachael Rollins.
You got it.
Donald Osgood. We appreciate you for watching, and make sure you support the new commission, because that's going to be very important as well in this race and then what happens next in the city of Boston. So please come out and support. God bless you.
Thank you. Bye.